Yeah, peoples, we back. For the newcomers, welcome, and for the regulars, welcome back. So today I really wanted to bring you a video on basically the prep on the car for the upcoming Test and June event we're having here in Barbados. But the car had other plans. I really don't drive it anymore. If I do drive it, it may be on a Friday, maybe a Saturday, and that's it. But most of the time the cars be parked. So a time I had took it up and I realized over a period of time, mainly during the day, like the clutch pedals start to get real soft. So I was looking to just change the master cylinder and the slave cylinder for the clutch, but at night I was out enjoying the car, just driving around and that kind of stuff, and then more problems arise. Whenever I push in clutch again, a grinding noise and that kind of stuff. So I'm hoping nothing major ain't damaged. I'm assuming, because it has happened more than once, the clutch springs possibly coming out, and that's where getting up all of my problems right now. So I'm hoping that's what it is. If it is, thankfully I have a brand new spec clutch here that I had got replaced this back in 2018 when I have first put up this car. The spec clutch that I had at that time had some issues. I will put up a picture of it here. Springs out again. They had contact spec and they had replaced the clutch free of cost with a new one. But at that point I then had in a stock clutch and it was working, so I worked with it. But again, springs came out of that, and I then ended up getting a Suzuki Vitara clutch. Yes, I said what I said. A Suzuki Vitara clutch is literally the same size, same spline count, everything, and put it in and I was working with it. So that's what is in right now, completely stock clutch. I believe that is my issue. So I had start pulling down already, but I could do a little time lapse. I cut out all the boring stuff and get back to you. Now that we can see all these marks here, like something has been flying around here, I suspect it for sure is one of those springs that came out. Yes, got a little noise, but yeah, I'm really too bothered about that. So let me go and see now, take off the pressure plate, see if it is that what I suspect is the culprit. And let me see what's going on. You can know the full extent of it shortly. Pretty much good. I never believed that there's a flavor that so much torture, so much launches. But on to the problem. Now we have the clutch out. That already look a little funny. And there we go. Once more again. This is clutch number 3. Got a slight crack here too. Clutch number 3 that this has happened to. Perfectly good clutch. As you can see, enough meat boat there. But third time that the springs almost come out. Pressure plate surface looks pretty good. Something get where the hand was rubbing, but whatever. So that we at least have a car to drive for this test and tune, we could just use back the stock pressure plate, and we could put on the spec clutch on it, and again, and see if we could do at least a 8.8, if nothing else. Fastest time so far on the if is the 8.9. My plans with this car before you actually pull down to do the upgrades, AC coming out, all of the AC stuff, all the lines, everything, all of that coming out. All the evaporator down behind the dashboard, heater core, all that kind of stuff, all are coming out that I needed for racing. So all of that gonna come out at some point, sooner than later, and shed some weight. So I think at this point I gotta put back on the clutch, put on the pressure plate and everything, and put back on the gearbox. So I just want to correct myself. The marks here, it was saying that piece probably get away and was rubbing inside of here. It's actually from this. Whenever I push in the clutch and the grinding noise that I was hearing, that was this rubbing on this area here. So before anybody, you know, get any comments and tell me, yeah, you know what you're talking about, I correct myself. Also, the oil leak that I was dealing with up in here, what I did not solve the problem. I still have some oil knocking around here, but it took me so long to realize, because as I say, I don't drive the car anymore. I hardly ever drive the car, so it took me a while to see that the leak is still there, basically. So again, I ain't hurting my head about that, because basically I'm looking to pull down the car, do some upgrades and that kind of stuff. So I'm hurting my head with that. It working, it driving, it making the car no slower, nothing like that. So test and tune. Once this clutch holds up, I will be there for sure. So we're rolling, car driving again. I ain't getting a grinding noise when I push in the clutch pedal. Gears going in properly, because that was one of the other problems. The gears wasn't going in. It was very hard to go in before. So now everything seems to be okay. Gotta put some mileage on the clutch, being there's a brand new clutch, and you will see what happens from there. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel as yet, please subscribe and hit that notification bell.